right, mi gente, let's get this party started. Did you miss me yesterday? Did you miss me yesterday? I bet you did. I bet you did. I got another fun one tonight. You know, I'm always teaching ya. I'm always teaching ya. And I'm teaching ya really with the intent of unstressing you, releasing you, okay, from the stress that you have because you expect people to be a certain type of way. And that's not how humans work, right? Tonight's show, it may sound gender specific, but it's not. Okay, tonight's show is modern women versus the soft guy era. I'm going to explain to you what the soft guy era is. If you've been under a rock and you don't know what it is, maybe some of you know what it is, okay? So tonight we're discussing modern women versus the soft guy era, okay? And how we're all being conditioned a certain type of way and probably don't even realize it. And it's to your detriment. It's not to your benefit. Although it may feel good and it feels like it's to your benefit, it's not to your benefit, it's to your detriment, okay? It's making matters all the worse for you, right? I'm talking to the people that are still out there looking for love and wishing for marriages and partnerships and relationships and girlfriends and boyfriends. I'm talking to y'all, okay? People that don't give a damn anymore and they gave up and they just want to live a life of freedom and fun and pets and travel. I'm not talking to y'all, okay? No, you guys are done, kaput with relationships, but there's still billions of people out there that insist on being in a relationship and pursuing the opposite sex. So, you know, I just try to come in here and tell you you're doing it wrong because you're looking at it wrong, okay? So hit that like and subscribe for mama on your way in. Don't forget you can cash at me on the block with Jen. It is scrolling at the bottom. Tip the lady. And by the way, thank you from the bottom, my whittle ice block heart to all the people that cash at me because you're catching the replay and I'm off air. I see it all. I send you hearts back so you can see I'm acknowledging you. To the ladies and the men, okay? Because the ladies be represented. The ladies be tipping me too, okay? Don't sleep. So thank you for that, or you can super chat me. I want to start with Tally ho, Gary Richards. I want to start with you know, you know me, I observe things online and I bring them to you so we could dissect, okay? So this young lady, and please take it with a grain of salt because there are a lot of people online saying incendiary things just to get a reaction and get likes and people argue in the comments, right? That's fine. We can still make a conversation out of this, even if this young lady was full of it. Even if she was full of it, it's still relevant, okay? Especially in the soft guy era. So before I show you that meme, the soft guy era is basically males, heterosexual males. I have to stress that, okay? I'm not talking about effeminate men who may be gay or trans or whatever. I'm not talking about, this has absolutely zero, nothing, nada to do with the LGBTQ. This is literally about men who are heterosexual men who are in their soft guy era. The soft guy era, okay, becoming very, very popular online is basically men now want to be treated like women. They want you to pump their gas. They want you to pay for their dinners. They want you to make the first move. They want you to ask them out on dates. They want you to pay for trips. And by you, I mean women. These guys, soft guy era, they want to be taken care of the way men take care of women. Okay, these are heterosexual men. Now they're in their soft guy era. And they want to be taken care of like the way men usually take care of women. Okay. Now, is it fair? Is it just? I don't know. We're going to dissect tonight. We will dissect. So the trend on TikTok is drizzle. So if you're scrolling by, you see some clown like, yeah, I want, you know, she got to take me out, drizzle. So basically that's the response. That is the male response to a woman on TikTok who made sprinkle very popular amongst women, okay? She's no Cynthia G. She doesn't have a bunch of women, you know what I mean, hating on men or whatever. But, you know, I see it as entertainment. I think she's very funny. She's basically talking about on TikTok, she's really popular on TikTok. She's talking about her husband takes care of her and pays all the bills. Okay. And she, you know, she has these great one-liners saying, why would I work? Why would I want to work? You know, my husband takes care of everything. Sprinkle, right? And that's her catchphrase, sprinkle. So the guys on TikTok decided, okay, to do a versus. against the women that are being taken care of by men or talk about being taken care of by men. And their response is drizzle, drizzle. Okay. So it's the soft guy era. Men want to be treated the way women are treated by men. And the catchphrase is drizzle, drizzle. So when you hear that nonsense, you know what it is. Okay. All right. So I found this meme and I'm going to throw it up for you. Hit the like and subscribe for me, baby. It's right there. It's right there. Helps me a lot. You know, these algorithms, they don't really care about us. So y'all got to care because you're being entertained. So let me take this banner down and throw up this meme. You can look at it. I'm going to read it to you. I want you to look at it. I want you to look at her. And then we're going to discuss what you feel about what she said, okay? This is not it's not a trick. I'm not trying to entrap you. I want fellas, specifically fellas. I want to know how you feel after you see this woman and read what she had to say. Okay, so here we go. It's a young woman. She posted this, shapely young woman. She says, when you look as good as she does, you can cheat and leave as many men as you want. She goes on to say, it looks like her name is Shania Vel James. She goes on to say, when you're extremely beautiful, as I am, you can cheat on, leave as many men as you want to. There's no benefit in being a good woman. I drain men of their finances and leave for a new man with a bag. I said what I said. I want you put a pin in there is no benefit in being a good woman. Put a pin in that. Okay. Put a pin in that for me. We're going to get back to that. There is no benefit in being a good woman. So this woman is saying, hey, I look good. I run through them, drain them of their finances, and I move on to the next guy. Okay. All right. Y'all got that? Okay. Now, before you get all up in arms, let's discuss this for a second. I'm still here. I just want to leave this up for a second, okay? I said we're going to dissect. First and foremost, I told you guys on a couple other streams what hypergamy is and how you can't change it, right? Women are going to be women. They're hypergamous. They are looking for the bag ultimately. I told you what the bag means. It means provision. It means protection. It means, hey, this guy has great genetics, enough to make a lot of money. I want to be with him, okay? This is all this is. I'm just interpreting this is what she means, although she's saying it, she's abrasive and in your face about it, right? Because she's trying to create an emotion, right? She's trying to trigger men to jump all in her comments and argue with her about it because that helps her algorithm and it allows her to make money. That is why people are trying to trigger you on social media, because as you get triggered, they get paid. I'm going to repeat that again. As you get triggered, they get paid. Okay. Now, she is right. She's attractive. I wouldn't put a Miss America crown on her head, but she's attractive. She's shapely. This is what you guys like. You like the boobs and the tight waist and the big booty. This is your type right here, fellas. This is what, if I put the picture up of this woman without that caption, you guys would want to smash. You guys, if I just put her picture up without the caption, she's smashable. You'd be like, yeah, I'd hit, right? But we put her picture up with this statement and she becomes all kind of gold digger, sluts, hoes for the street, blah, blah, blah. You guys know how y'all feel. You guys know how you react when a woman is talking about getting your money. Okay? So there's a couple layers to this. She says there is no benefit in being a good woman. Now, what I'm about to say is going to shock you. Okay? Because she's right. But guess what? It's not gender specific. It's not gender specific. Okay? We talked about last time the deal between Ryan Leslie and Diddy, and why Diddy won ultimately, right? Because Ryan was a good guy, right? But this woman is saying there's no benefit in being a good woman. Well, there isn't. Not long term anyway. Not long term anyway. Okay, good women get cheated on for the girl that's bad, right? So the reason why I said it's not gender specific is because there's a lot of emphasis put on us to be good people and be nice people, but that's not sustainable. And people get bored of good and nice very, very quickly, right? So my advice to you is strike good and nice from your vocabulary. What you should be is resourceful, articulate, well read, sexy, exciting, useful. That is what you should aim to be when you're looking for a relationship. If you are going in with good and nice, you're dead in the water. You are dead in the water. It's cute the first 3 months, and then you're dead in the water. But it gives a fuck about good and nice. People give a fuck. Can you fuck me right? Can you pay these bills, or can you help me pay these bills? Are you smart? Are you useful? Okay. There's a couple words that have been turned into 4-letter words that are words that you should be using in reality. You should be able to be used, and it should be reciprocal. People, you should have assets that can be used. The person you're getting involved with should have assets that can be used. Whether they're physical, mental, emotional, financially, everybody should be of some use. However, the word has been turned into something dirty and ugly. You used me. Well, that's why people get together, to use each other, use their bodies, use their minds, use their money. Yeah. She used me. Well, then you were stupid enough, man or woman. I said this isn't gender specific. Then you were stupid sitting there getting used and not reciprocating. Okay. And this is why when people break up, there's always one person that feels like they did way more than the other guy. I've been in that situation as well. I've been on both sides, by the way. I was, oh my God, I feel so used. And I've been on the other side, I'm sure, where men have been like, that motherfucker Jen used me. Right? So if two people go in together thinking, what are you bringing to that awful table, right? I'm just using that as a phrase. Okay. But it makes sense in terms of the using should be mutual. See, people go into relationships, I want to give, I want to love, I want to give, I want to give, I want to give. And it hems you up. So this woman is absolutely right. There is no benefit in being good, especially for men. Especially for men. Right? And then it depends on what type of relationship you want. Because you can be a good woman, but understand he's still going to seek out exciting. He's still going to seek out somebody who's going to give him head on tap. He's still going to seek out somebody with a tiny waist, big boobs, and a booty. You could be a good woman. You could be a great woman. But understand that human beings still need a certain type of excitement. We are constantly hunting, right? It's part of our survival. No, we're not in caves anymore. We don't have to run after buffalo and carve them up and make a little fur coat. Of course not. But instinctively, our instincts, we're still on the hunt, men and women, men and women. So when I put this up in my community tab, I wanted to see what the reaction was. And I already saw a gentleman saying, can you say gold digger? No, actually, you can't say gold digger. You can't. Now that meme, right? I want you to check yourself now. I want you to check yourself for a second, okay? I'm going to put it back up and I'm going to ask you a question. Woman says, when you look as good as her, you can cheat and leave as many men as you want. When you're extremely beautiful as I am, you can cheat on and leave as many men as you want. There is no benefit in being a good woman. I drain men of their finances and leave for a new man with a bag. I said what I said. Well, she does look good. That means she has options. Does she have all the options in the world? Probably not. Depends what other women are in the room, right? But she has options. Again, if I posted her up without that caption, she'd be smashable to you guys. She's not an unattractive woman. She's not ugly, right? So I'm going to ask you a question now. How did that make you feel? How did hearing her say, I drain men of finances and then I move on to the next bag? How did that make you feel? How did that make you feel as a man to hear this woman say, I drain men of their finances, I can leave, I can cheat because I look good, and then I move on? Okay, so here's the thing. This is very easy for me, but it seems to be hard for some of y'all. So if you, as a man, felt triggered hearing that, seeing that, the problem is you, not her wanting money. If you, as a man, felt triggered by reading that, the problem is you, not her. And for a couple different reasons. The first reason is she's not talking to you. She didn't tag you. She didn't say your first and last name. She didn't put your mama's phone number on the screen so people could call your mama and find out it's you. She wasn't talking to you. She was not talking to you. So that's number one of why it'd be weird for you to feel triggered by the woman that you don't know who's not talking to you. Two, if you felt triggered despite her not talking to you, then that means that you have unresolved issues. You have unresolved issues with women that have that type of attitude. You have unresolved issues. And when you have unresolved issues, that's a you problem. That's a you, not this woman. Not this. This could be an AI with a caption thrown on there. So if this is triggering you, that's a you problem. But I see thousands of men underneath this post on social media just going in. I mean, in like somebody slapped their mama. And they don't see that they're in public reacting. And you can always pick out the guys with unsolved trauma, or number three, financially insecure. Think about it. If it's triggering you, she's not talking to you, okay? She does have options, whether you think she's busted now because she likes money. And three, is it because you're financially insecure? Are you financially insecure? And if you are, that's okay. But again, that's a you problem. Has nothing to do with this woman or any women. Now, I want to bring up something else. I want to bring up race for a minute, okay? If you notice, this is a Black woman, okay? If you notice on social media, remember that the goal of all these applications, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the goal, the people that are, you know what I mean, manning the controls, the goal is to keep you online as long as possible. As long as possible. Okay, that is the goal. When you get out of your feelings and you get out of your trauma, you must remember the goal of the machines is to keep you on here as long as possible so they can sell you shit all day. So that triggering post keeps you here all day, arguing and feeling bad and arguing with people in the comments. And all it took was a random photo of some random woman you'll never meet and a caption that triggered you. It is literally like taking candy from a baby. Easier even. Because with the baby, you got to be in person. With this, they don't even have to be in the same room with you. And it's very, very prevalent in Black spaces on social media. The constant, she wants money. The constant, she threw him out. The constant, she left him because he got fat. The constant, oh, this man only bought McDonald's for one kid, his, and didn't give a fuck about his 3 stepkids. The constant, oh, this man flew her out and then he threw her out because he couldn't smash. The constant. It is a constant theme on social media, and they target Black people the most because they know y'all are hypersensitive and over emotional. They know there's a lot of trauma there. They know there's hella trauma there. They know you feel bad about your finances. They know if you're a black person in America, your psyche is fucked. So it's like taking candy from a baby. So we throw this black woman up there, and they already know that black men are going to go ham in the comments. I mean, ham. So let's get back to the soft guy era. They're targeting you guys, okay? The soft guy era is targeting men. And it's a slow drip, right? It's funny at first. And I was having this conversation with my friend not too long ago, where things that we shun, that we see, and it's like, that's not right. Like, that's stupid. Whether it's Glorilla, Ice Spice, accepting them as actual rappers, like Cardi B, accepting these, but like, you know, they have no flow. The cadence is fucking garbage. The lyrics are garbage. The bars are garbage. The music, it's just garbage. The personality is garbage. The clothes is garbage. All they do is bend over, right? And we know when we see it, this shit isn't art. I grew up with hip hop. I know what hip hop sounds like. I know what a lyricist sounds like. I know what an MC sounds like. I know what a dope production sounds like, right? The more they play these rappers, and I'm just saying these rappers because they're the most popular right now, right? Ice Spice was put on a Metro card in New York City the other day, okay? Cardi B's selling Pepsi, you know what I mean? Meg Thee Stallion is Planet Fitness ads. So these women are everywhere, right? When we first see something initial that we don't like, and we like that shit's stupid. Though that why they got men dressed like that, or why these women, you notice after a couple months, and I say months, it doesn't even take years, you are starting to celebrate and enjoy that type of entertainment. They slow dripped your ass. It slow dripped you. So going back to this soft guy era that's popular on TikTok, it started out as a joke. Now we're seeing countless men on social media saying, no, I want to be treated the way women are treated. I want you to pay for my dates. I want you to pump my gas. I want you to give me money. I'm in my soft guy era. Drizzle, drizzle. I want you to take me shopping. There is literally, I call it a menimist instead of feminist. You heard it here first. I call it a menimist movement. It's a menimist movement. Men now are the new feminists. Men now are the new feminists. They want rights like women have. They want romance like women have. They want to get paid for like women do. And it's a slow drip. And they're targeting you guys. They want men as soft as fucking possible. As soft as fucking possible. And everything morphs, right? As the years go by, maybe a being will grow hair or lose hair depending on the environment. If you look throughout history, things have changed, right? Certain animals get hair, lose hair, you walk upright, your hands get bigger, your feet get bigger, you got hair in your nose. Things change. Melanin, you get darker, and near the equator, there are people, things change. Things change. And we're in a very, very peculiar era where men are morphing into women and women are morphing into men. Women are getting stronger, more powerful, okay? They're getting more masculine. And I don't mean that insultingly. I mean that in a way where women are literally saying, well, I make my own money. I got my own house. I got my own car. What the hell I need you for? I'm doing all the shit that I would have, been with a man for. I don't need you, right? Women are doing that. Women are getting more like, I'll smash and leave, but I don't want him in my house, right? That's how men used to think. And now men are saying, I want to be cuddled with. I want you to pump my gas. I want you to get me flowers. Why can't you get me flowers every now and then? Why can't you ask me out on a date? So we are morphing. Like, it's literally like, and it's a slow drip. And no one is believing it's happening. Everybody thinks it's funny. Everybody thinks it's a joke. But the same way they got you into them hot garbage rappers, that hot garbage entertainment, them hot garbage singers, when you initially saw them, when the shock of I make blood moves, when the shock of that song first hit, you were like, what the fuck? Is this the Special Olympics of rappers? Who is this woman? Why are these strippers rapping now? What is this little bit, little Uzi, little bit? Who are these people? What is this dance? What is this dance that the guys are doing? What is that dance, right? That was our initial reaction. And now we're doing the dance. And now we like Cardi's music. And I'm not picking on Cardi. I'm just saying her rap makes me cringe. But so does Meg Thee Stallion. So does Ice Spice. And then what happens is you start talking like this. It ain't that bad. Well, I do like that one song on the track. Well, did you see the video yesterday? They dropped the video. It's not that bad. I don't like her, but I like this song. I don't like this song, but I like her. She's so funny. They're entertaining. Ice Spice is bad. That's a bad bitch. It's a slow drip. And they pull you right in. And that's what's happening to men. Never in a bajillion years did I ever think I'd see a trend of men saying, I am in my soft guy era and I want to be taken out and catered to. Never in a bajillion years did I think I would see men acting like that. And here's what's crazy and why I say it doesn't benefit you. Okay. Women, as they get more masculine and start working more, and it's like, I really don't need a man now because I got my own money, my car, my house, whatever, right? That's independence. That's independence. So look at how uneven it is, right? As this morph happens, right? Women don't need men, right? They want men, but they don't need men as much as they used to way back in the day, right? A woman could have survived without a man way back in the day. So women, in order for them to exist in this new modern world, they don't need men to exist. And don't misconstrue what I'm saying, because you guys run with shit and don't fucking understand. I will clarify if you're confused. Women don't need men for this new modern era that they're in, right? Because the modern era that women are in consists of being independent, making their own money, having their own home, having their, their own car, blah, blah, right? So they don't need men for that. However, what men are morphing into, they need a woman for. Listen to what I said. Okay, I'm going to try to explain. Men going into their soft guy era need women to facilitate that soft guy era. Why? Because the soft guy era consists of a woman catering to a man, a woman buying him flowers, a woman asking him out on a date, a woman paying the bills, a woman picking him up, a woman cuddling him, a woman babying him. So, do you see the difference? A modern woman does not need a man in that equation, okay? Now, I know you guys misconstrue, and your retort will be, she need a man. The company is run by a man. You're not listening to me. No one's saying that men don't build buildings and trucks and buses and bridges and streets and pave the roads. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about individuals morphing into a modern era, the modern woman versus the soft guy era. Do you understand? Because what you do is you think so, no, they ain't men, because okay, she got a car, but what road is she going to drive on if a man doesn't pave the road? We're not saying that. If that's the case, we all need men, you too, because you're on the same road. So yes, men build things, but I'm talking about relationships, people that still want to be in relationships, and what you're dealing with now. Women, you're now dealing with men that are comfortable with the soft guy era, and men, you're now dealing with women who are comfortable being modern women. You can't shame women anymore. Oh, slut, you're for the streets. That doesn't work anymore. That used to be powerful back in the day. That was powerful back in the day because no woman wanted to be seen as a slut. Now you can go into Forever 21 and buy you a shirt that says slut. Now you could go online and see a woman saying, my body counts 40. What are you going to do about it? right? We've seen them. So men are losing total control. First, they got violent during the whole MGTOW, Red Pill, Kevin Samuels. They got violent. When that didn't work, they said, well, shit. Pendulum swung all the way to the other side. Now they're in their soft guy era. Do you see the desperation that men are going through in this dating environment? First, they try to violence. They're like, we'll just hoe her. We'll hoe her into submission. We'll keep calling her a hoe. We'll keep calling her 304. That'll do it. That'll stop her from wanting to fuck. Didn't work. Amber Rose did the slut walk. Women are calling themselves hoes, the baddest hoes. I've seen t-shirts that say slut no on them. It didn't work. And that's usually the last resort. Violent, when trying to control somebody, you will try to manipulate, you'll talk them into making them small, you'll try to diminish them. That doesn't work. The last resort is violence. So a lot of guys got online and tried verbal violence. Your buddy come, your buddy. Now women are like, I slept with 35 and I'm 25. What now? What do you do with that information? Nobody's going to marry you. And then she goes and gets married. Maybe not to you because you, I don't know, maybe you can't afford a wife or don't want one. But that doesn't work anymore. The modern woman doesn't need the man, okay, to sustain her being a modern woman. Do you understand? Yeah, we all need a man to pave the road. I'm talking about in a relationship. The modern woman does not need a man to sustain her being modern. The soft guy era, the softer you men get, the more you need women. And it's a slow drip. It's a slow drip. Soft guy era requires a woman to cater to you. Modern women don't need a man to cater to her because she's giving zero fucks. Do you understand? Do you see the difference? Do you see how soft men are getting? Like men really, really, really want to be women now. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is weird. This is weird. So I don't think the soft guy era is funny. It's repulsive. A lot of you guys hate modern women. You hate them. Because it goes through your filter of, I don't have anything to provide her. So who am I if I'm not a man that's providing? Who am I? And again, that's a you problem. When I posted that meme earlier in my community section, the word gold digger was thrown at her. How many times do we have to explain hypergamy? Yes, she's a gold digger. That is, yes, that's what women do. They're digging for protector provider. There's no such thing as a gold digger. I don't even know why you keep using the word. She's with him for his money. Again, I'm going to say, this woman said, there's no benefit in being good for you either, guys. I'm talking to the men, for you either. You need to be useful. You need to be an asset. Can you protect? Can you provide? That good, nice shit literally gets you cheated on. Like she said, well, I could leave any man I want. I could cheat or whatever. That's what happens. Why do you think women are now saying there's no benefit in being a good woman? Do you not think that it doesn't come from experience? Do you not think it comes from a long line of saying, well, it didn't work for grandma. It didn't work for great grandma. It didn't work for mama. And I'm talking about the majority of us who have dysfunctions and toxic backgrounds and dysfunctional upbringings and parents that were I'm not talking about, you know what I mean, the population of people that grew up with the picket fences and the perfect parents, and they go meet somebody else with perfect parents. They're good. I'm not talking about them. So you didn't even have to tell me, well, not everybody. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the myriad, the plethora, the billions of people online crying, stomping their feet, getting mad because a woman they don't fucking know says, when you're extremely beautiful, I could cheat on you and leave as many men as I want. There's no benefit in being a good woman. I drain men of their resources. If that triggered you, if you are a man and that triggered you, you have unresolved issues with women, or you are financially insecure, has nothing to do with her. Nothing. If reading that hurt your soul, like, oh, she a gold digger, if it bothered you, that's a you problem. It's a you problem. And let me ask you this. Are foreign cars, are the foreign car dealers gold diggers? I mean, they only want you in their store if you got money. I mean, have you gone in? Did you ever test drive a Lambo? A Phantom? Did you ever? How about a boat? They only want you there if you have money. Are they gold diggers? Is Mercedes-Benz gold digging company? Is BMW a gold digging company? Because they only want you there if you have money, if you're of some use. That's the only reason they want you there. They don't give a fuck about your background, what your mama did to you when you were 5, the hard times that you're going. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. The problem with human beings is that we've all been bamboozled into thinking that we're all supposed to be emotional about each other. We are supposed to be of use for survival. But y'all are so wrapped up in emotion. She's supposed to love me. She's not supposed to want my money. She's supposed to love me. My mama said, marry a woman who loves me no matter what. My mama told me that. Your mama told you wrong. You must be of use. Women, same thing. You must be of use. Can you bear children? Can you protect and raise this man's children? Can you keep him happy so he could go back out there and do what the hell he has to do? That shit outlasts this love and emotional shit that y'all wrapped up in. And you get so perturbed when you hear a woman say, I want the fucking bag, the way she's saying. I will leave you if you don't have a bag. She got it right. But y'all are emotional and offended because you were lied to. Someone lied to you. You know what someone said to you? The worst fucking thing that could have ever been said to you. Oh, baby, you're going to find somebody love you no matter what. You hold on to that. You don't stop and you don't put a ring on nobody till you find that person gonna love you no matter what. The one that's gonna wipe your ass when you're 80. It was the worst thing that you could have been told. The worst. The absolute worst. Do you know how many times you fuck yourself in life because you're out looking for someone who's gonna love you no matter what? The absolute worst. And don't do it to your children. Don't do that shit. Don't set your kids up. Don't set your kids up like that. Be of use. You got little girls, you got little boys, tell them be of use or leave people alone. Be of use or leave people alone. This is why you get offended when a fucking stranger, a woman you're never going to touch in your life, a woman you're never going to meet in your life, this is why you are triggered when she says, I want the bag. And I will switch you out for a man who has another bag. That is why you get offended. Don't know this woman, never touch her. You don't even know if that's real. Could be an AI picture, but you get offended because you were lied to. Somebody told you, well, somebody should love you no matter what, baby. And you hold on to that. When you meet that person, that's when you put a ring on them. And then your ass ends up in divorce court. And the majority of the other 50%, because remember, we only talk, well, 50% of the marriages end in 52 now, I think. 50% of the marriages end in divorce. What about the other 50 of people that are staying together for the bills, the kids, religion, because they don't want to be embarrassed about their family? What about the other 50% that do stay together? What about them? A woman's supposed to love me no matter what. That's why y'all single and miserable. That's why y'all single and miserable. But God said, good luck with that shit too. Don't set your kids up. So what's the world gonna look like? I used to say in 50 years, 20. What's the world gonna look like in 20 years with the soft guy era growing and modern women getting more hardcore? What's it gonna look like? Are you guys gonna, I don't know. Is humanity gonna morph to the point where men are gonna be able to get pregnant? Are you turning into little seahorses? What's gonna happen? Because y'all are much too comfortable with this soft guy era. It's weird. It's weird. Johnny Calderon says, this is why I'm trying to make it work with my ex. Dating market is shot. Absolutely. I agree with you. I agree. It is shot. If you got somebody good in your life that's rocking with you, by all means, stay there. However, sir, make sure that it's sustainable because people change. Remember, all you people that are in a couple right now and stable in a relationship, remember that the world around you is changing and it's changing very quickly. So you could be in a stable relationship, right? Where you guys are going 50-50 and you're looking at me like, what Jen talking about? My wife works and I work. And this is 50-50 and we don't have a problem in the world. Everything is good over here, Jen. So I don't know who you talking to. Mm-hmm. Be prepared. Both of you live in a world where things are changing and changing quickly. And when you're in a relationship where both people go outside the home to earn money, they're around a lot of other people. The majority of affairs start at work. The majority of affairs start at work. So you're sending that man and that woman, and they're out in the world. And there are a lot of people out in the world on this modern shit, baby. There are a lot of women out there that are sleep with your husband because she don't give a fuck about a body count. There are a lot of women out there that'll choke your wife up and say, if you was mine, you wouldn't have to pay one fucking bill. There's a lot of men out there like that who choke her up in the office bathroom and be like, if you was mine, you wouldn't have to pay one fucking bill, even if he's lying. Even if he's lying, she's getting wet behind that line. Wet as fuck. And he gonna send her home thinking, damn, I don't really gotta be working if I was with a guy like that. So be careful. Be careful. But you must be of use in life. That woman in the meme is absolutely right. Being good is of no benefit. You must be useful. Can I use you? Can you use me? I told you a long time ago, the marriage vows should be changed. They are archaic and ridiculous. Marriage vows are archaic and ridiculous. I love you for sick and poor, and rich and poor, and sickness and in health. Think of how asinine it is to promise something that hasn't happened. You know how dumb y'all sound? Y'all sound like on social media, you see where when the Diddy Cassie situation, for instance, a lot of women saw that, and then I saw the memes begin. Shit, a woman from Chicago would have whooped his ass. Or when you watch, other videos where a guy touches a woman's ass and you're watching to see how the man reacted. What do the men say in the comments? I would have fucked that nigga up. I would have beat his ass. How do you plan for something that hasn't even happened yet? The confidence that people have. So when you go to the altar, you should look At a motherfucker crazy as hell when they said, well, you're going to love this person to sickness and health, right? I don't fucking know. They're not sick yet. I don't know. I don't know where I'll be mentally. I don't know if that person will fucking turn me off. What if they get obese? I'm no longer attracted. I'm attracted right now. This is why the vows must be changed. The vows should simply be changed to look, whenever this is getting wonky, we vow to sit down, be honest, and discuss it. Not with our best friends, not with our mamas, with each other. Can you promise me, can you vow that you're going to come to me and I am going to understand that 5 years later, you're turned off by me? I'm going to understand that 5 years later, you wish you wasn't working too. You don't want to go 50-50. That's what the vows should be. They are more realistic that way. But you're standing there regurgitating shit that has nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. Do you think that those vows matches for every human being that went before the altar? Of course not. That's why a lot of people get divorced. What more proof do you need? What more proof do you need? It's like banging your head against the wall. What more proof do you need that those vows do not work? They have to be revised. I vow, I promise. In 5, 10, 15, 20 years, we need to revisit the situation and see how we feel about each other. And it just boggles my mind how many people spend their lives with somebody tolerating them, resenting them, and tolerating them. That's a horrible slow death. Horrible. And then you wait till you're 50, 60 something and some grandchildren come and that helps a little bit because the grandchildren are a joy. But you resent that person you're with. You're turned off and you're there stuck, dying slowly, watching the years go by on a hamster wheel. Oh, it's Christmas. What are we going to get the kids? Oh, it's Mother's Day. You're the bestest mother in the world. Oh, it's Father's Day. Here, I bought you a barbecue grill. You know, year after year after motherfucking year. He don't even turn me off no more. Her tits are sagging. Oh, but wait a minute. That woman had kids for you. You're supposed to love her sagging tits. She had those kids for you. But in reality, the man just doesn't like sagging tits. But he can't say that. He can't say that. He's supposed to love them. She had them kids for you. You're supposed to love her with the stretch marks and them sagging tits. Yes, you are. That's love. There's love, the word, and then there's fucking reality. And that's the problem with the marriage vows. I would respect more a couple. She has a couple kids. Her body's out of whack now. And they come together and be like, yo, let's get some surgery and fix this up. That relationship stands a better chance than that man tolerating them stretch marks and those saggy tits. And women hate to hear it. I'm sorry, women. Women hate to hear it, but I'm sorry, women. That is the reality of life. We like to look at the opposite sex and be turned on. That's how mating happens. Unless y'all want pity fucks the rest of your relationship. You want a pity fuck? You want a guy to roll over on you and be like, no. What is this? Be of some use. Be sexy. Be articulate. Read a fucking book. Be interesting. That's how you maintain a relationship. You don't keep a relationship with that love word. That shit's fleeting. Shit, the best time to date is the first 3 months. They're heaven. Those first 3 months are heaven. Around month 3.5, be of use. Be of use. Pick people who are of use. Pick people who are realistic. If you're looking to get married, change the motherfucking vows. It'll save your marriage. Change the vows. Don't go in there blind with that stupidity and sickness and health for rich for poor. Don't do it. If your mama ain't telling you, I'm telling you, I'm your mama tonight. Do not go before an altar, before some religion and some God that is not going to help you when he cheats or she cheats or he gets obese or she gets obese. Ain't no God in the world going to help you when that lady takes her bra off and it turns you off. Ain't no Jesus coming out of a cave to help you. Your parents ain't going to come help you. There's real life. And then there's the shit they tell you to say at the altar. You cannot plan for shit that hasn't happened, but you can plan to communicate about shit that will inevitably happen. You will inevitably get a 7-year itch. You will inevitably get bored of me. It's inevitable. You will go to work and see a young, sexy thing. That's inevitable. You will go to the gym and wonder what that guy's mouth do. That's inevitable. So the vow should be, we promise when shit get wonky, when they get bumpy, when I'm tired of fucking you, because you do the same fucking position for the past 10 years. I vow to have that discussion with you and see if we can fix it. That's how you should go into a relationship. That woman in the meme, nothing wrong with what she said. And that's what's crazy. That you guys were, I'm sure you had the daggers at her already. She a gold digger. She for the street. And she's absolutely right. I keep trying to tell y'all that. And men, y'all are absolutely right. I told y'all. People like me and then they hate me the next day because they think that I'm gonna just stay on their side. Oh, she's speaking up for the men. Yeah, we love Jen. And then the next day, she's speaking up. No, I'm speaking up for fucking reality. It's reality. That's what I speak up for. But every now and then, the fancy crystal hits you. And you're like, oh, that felt good. What Jen said, it felt good because I felt that way before. And the next day, I'm going to say something you don't like because I'm on the side of fucking the truth and reality. So if that woman made you feel a ways, that's a you problem. You're not mad that that woman only wants money. You were mad that you were lied to. That's what you're mad at. You're not mad that she wants money because that's nature. That's natural. Women like money. We like money. Shit. We like money. We like shiny things. We like jewelry. We like cars. We like trips. You're never going to change that. But you're not mad that she wants money. You're mad that you were lied to. Somebody told you that you were supposed to be loved no matter what without money. That's what you're mad about, that you were lied to. So don't project on her. She a gold digger. No, you're mad that you were lied to. Somebody lied to you, Jack. Somebody lied to you. Someone should have told you, as a man, be of use, or women will have no use for you. I am going to flip it. Ladies, I hear you say this shit a lot. Oh, no, I had to, he's supposed to love me. Yeah, I got the pouch, I got the fupa, but he vowed to love me. No. When he met you, you didn't look like that. Now he's looking at other people that look like the way you used to look. That's fucking his nature. So we can't just talk about hypergamy and act like men don't have a nature too. But you vowed to love me. I didn't have these 4 kids for you. How you gonna do me like that? Because you were lied to. Women, you were lied to. Stick with me, I'll learn you something. I'll get you right. I'll get you right. Women, you were lied to. When you was a little girl, they told you some prince was going to come on a white horse and he was going to love you no matter what you did or look like or how moody you got on your period or how bloated you got or how low your tits were hanging or the love it. Someone was going to love you no matter what, baby. You hold on. You were lied to. You were lied to. The end. Child. The issues in our marriage will continue to exist until we stop allowing our relationships to be influenced by capitalism. Lord Almighty. Capitalism is the least of the problems of marriage. Absolutely. Yes, they do. Gary Richards, people outgrow each other, Jen. They absolutely do. They absolutely do. However, it is possible to be with somebody forever. Did you know that? It's possible. However, what's more likely going to happen is what you just said. People are going to outgrow each other. That's what's likely going to happen. That's what's likely going to happen. However, you may be on the second or third or fourth marriage, and that may be the charm. Why? Because you're more realistic by then. By the second or third match, you're more realistic by then. And let go of shit like, please fucking let go of like, oh, I don't want to get married again. I feel like a fool. It's my third or fourth marriage. Who gives a fuck? I swear 99% of the shit y'all don't do and experience is because you're worried about what the fuck people are going to say, like they are in your fucking pocket. If you're paying for the marriage, if you're paying for the wedding, who gives it? You should worry about if somebody's paying for it. Then you should worry about their opinion. But Gary Richards, you're absolutely right. 9 times out of 10, what's going to happen is you're going to outgrow the person. You're going to outgrow the person. Because remember, marriage was invented. It was a social construct, as they say, right? But we are animals. We get horny. We like to mate. And then after a while, we're like, I'm bored of you. I want to mate somewhere else. That's natural. But insert religion, insert marriage. And I was like, you put a tree. You were who? That shit's man-made. A vagina was not made for one man. Are you fucking out of your minds with this body count shit? Are you out of your rabbit ass minds? Do you really think that a human female was born and she was only supposed to have one penis? Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your... No, well, men are supposed to fuck around because when we shoot out sperm, there's billions of sperm, only one egg. Motherfucker, because your sperm is so unthorough, it takes 5 billion of them to get to the fucking egg. But if when you ejaculate, it meant that you were supposed to impregnate 5 billion people, then that's what would happen naturally. You're shooting up, aiming for one egg. If you ask me, that design sounds weak to me. A woman has one egg. She don't shoot out 5 billion eggs. Y'all got to shoot out 5 billion sperm and hope that one of them little motherfuckers makes it. I'm saying, I'm fucking with y'all, but y'all know what I mean. Like, you know, the way y'all look at life, like, no, well, look at all the sperm we shoot out. That means that we're supposed to fill the earth and subdue it. That's religion. That's fucking religion, bruh. It's religion. Y'all better get real so you could get right. Get real so you can get right. And I'm going to keep telling y'all that. I'm going to teach y'all up. I'm going to learn y'all something. If you go into relationships the way I'm telling you to go into them, it is better for you. But you have to let go of the lies and the bullshit. And this new soft guy era versus the modern women, y'all going to lose, fellas. Y'all going to lose. Y'all going to lose. I'm going to keep saying it. Swag, a body, or money. Pick your poison. You better have one. You better have one. Don't go out there telling somebody going to love me no matter. You were lied to. You were lied to. What's up, mama? I see you, necessary evil. All right, guys. So I don't know what y'all was saying in the chat. I don't know if y'all was cussing me out, whatever. Fight amongst yourselves. But that's a show for tonight, guys. You know I don't like going over an hour. What's up, POP Presents? I see you, Caligula. David Dillon, the fam, the ruler's back. How are you? How are you? How are you? All right, guys. So I'm out of here. You know I don't like going over an hour. Tip the lady. I was up here preaching tonight. Cash App on the block with Jen. Buy me a smoothie. And I hopefully I'm traveling soon. I'm gonna try my best to take the Mac with me and peek in it. You guys, I don't want to leave y'all for the length of time I'm traveling. I'm traveling for a bit. So I don't really want to leave you guys hanging. So I promise the background may look very different, but I promise I will try to cam up and stay current with you guys, because you guys been showing me a lot of love. And you know, the algorithm's not going to be kind to me. So you be kind to me. Hit that like and subscribe and leave me comments. Let me know what you think about what I said in the comments. I really, really want to know if you're looking at going into relationships differently after you heard what I said. But I'm telling you, I am looking out. I'm looking out, and I want y'all to just do things in a way where it's going to work. And I think for a couple centuries, we've been told shit that just doesn't work. The divorce rate is through the roof. It's through the roof. And it's because, you know, people keep going into it in a way that does not work. Revise those damn vows, be realistic, and be of use. Women are not gold diggers. They're hypergamous, point blank, period. That is the nature of women. Again, you ain't going into the Lamborghini shop. You gold diggers. No, motherfucker. They want your money. Okay, they want your money. All right. And it's unfortunate that some men see a human being, a woman, as less than a car. Okay, that's another problem, right? When you know the Lambo, when they asking you for 500,000, $1 million, you know what I mean? You don't get offended. You don't get offended. You don't look at them and say, oh, you fuck y'all. You for the streets. You for the streets. You supposed to love me no matter what. No, it registers very quickly and clearly in your head. I can't afford that shit. I can't afford it, right? It's the same thing with women. Sometimes you can't afford her, but they lied to you. You think she's supposed to give you access no matter what, because again, mama and grandmama told you we're supposed to love you no matter what, baby. We're supposed to love you no matter. No, that's not how it works. And that's why you get offended when that woman wants money. But you don't get offended when Lambo wants money, because you see her as less than, and somebody told you that human being was supposed to love you no matter what. Fuck out of here. Anyway, look at Phoenix Rising. Shut up. All right, guys. So good night. I'd really like to hear what you think in the comments, and I'll be back to teach y'all some shit some more. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for rocking with me. And I'm out. Drizzle, drizzle. On that note, good night. Drizzle, drizzle. Why I oughta.